Okay, here we go. So we just saw the Ghost of Charlotte. I am also... I'm going to go back and do this. I'm reminded by chat... no, not that phone, my phone. That I have a phone with a camera. And I am... I'm not used to doing this, to having... Oh, I only have 30 photos. Okay. Well... that... Having the camera, using the camera doesn't come... especially naturally to me. And I don't know if there are parts of the game... I forget how... I don't think we used it much in on Mostly Walking. I'm not sure if there are parts of the game that are actually going to rely on it. But it does seem like it would make sense for it to be used for note-taking when you see something that is that you think is going to be potentially important that you might want to reference, which there's not a lot so far in the game that I feel that way about, but all of these pictures, like the fact that there's all these pictures, I might care about remembering who all of these people are at some point. And I know that I missed some from earlier on, but...
What's that smudge? It almost looks like something was painted over.
This smudge here? I need paint thinner.
I can't pour this directly on the painting.
How about on a napkin? Okay. Oh, there we go.
There's something back there.
This is cool.
What is that?
I love that.
Those graves?
Is that another person in this painting? Who is this painting? Okay, well, I'm definitely taking a fucking picture of this. Oh, yes, I can use the scroll bar. Oh, God, whoever designed the camera interface. Nice job. Okay, so that's locked. Find a way to enter the room at the end of the hall. The room that Charlotte went into. The creepy room. The scary room. That room. See, now I would have thought that would be my package, because it's like a package that's right there. No, I want to go, I guess, this way. So, this, Myst has this problem, but not that much. Navigating this space using the sort of system of nodes that are associated with a first-person view of like what you can see from that location, and then moving around that way, that can sometimes get confusing. Like, I'm here, I'm standing here, this arrow to me looks like it's going straight through the door. Like, that's not far away. I feel like clicking here is going to take me to the outside of the door, but of course it doesn't. It takes me to right here, and then I can turn around and I can go this way. Whereas it feels natural to me. No, go down. It feels natural to me to say, like, I just want to hang a left here. Going to the right seems counterintuitive. And I think that's, as somebody who has designed this kind of game, anytime you have complex, sort of tightly integrated spaces like this, you run into this kind of a problem. The only like real solution to it is to set your game somewhere where everything is really spread out, and that allows you to sort of be very clear about what directionality is. But of course, that interferes with, a couple of things that this game is trying to accomplish. One of them is that it wants to be set in, a house. And the second is that it wants to have this kind of claustrophobic feeling. I would not be surprised if there were hidden passageways somewhere later in this game, because that sense of layers of things, that there's stuff hidden in and among and behind and underneath other things. That's part of the aesthetic, the sort of spatial aesthetic that this game has, and so of course you want to have tight corners and windy passageways and paths that split up like this, but sometimes it can be a little bit hard to navigate. Okay, so was this door? No, this is where the paint thinner was, and I still don't have any of that stuff, so I'm gonna go back outside. Maybe I'll talk to Clara first. I don't know if she's gonna have anything else to say.
Nancy.
Oh right, because I saw Charlotte, so maybe, Oh, and she was in the portrait. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna go through
really
these dialogue
strange.
I did too.
What do you think that was?
Excuse me, I need to be alone.
What? No, talk to me about the other things.
What's the story with the locked room upstairs?
It's Charlotte's. We don't go in there.
It might help me figure out what's going on, if I could take a look around.
Best of luck. That door locked itself up tight the day of her funeral. There's not a key in this world that'll open it. I've tried.
Weird. So she talked about how at one point she tried to restore this house and couldn't do it. But the implication is that they have plenty of money. So I wonder what it is specifically that prevented her from actually restoring the house. The fact that it's haunted seems to be the underlying idea, but what actually caused work stoppage? Were there accidents? Were people hurt? Could she not get people to come? In the process of restoring the house, did nobody ever take a crowbar to that door?
Who else was in that old portrait with you?
Hun, we had that covered up for a reason. I can't talk about it. Not right now. Please, just leave me be.
It looks like someone approximately the same age and coloring. It could be a sister or something. Or it could be somebody entirely different. Okay, I'm gonna continue taking pictures of people till I run out of pictures. This is my thing, is I'm either gonna take no pictures the entire game, or I'm gonna fill up that fucking 30 limit. I can get both of them in this one. That's good. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna talk to more people. She did not actually help me. No. What about douchebag? Yeah.
Hey.
What do you think of Clara?
She's just a little severe until you get to know her.
And then?
I wouldn't know.
She does seem a little tough to get to know.
I think it's an act. Come right down to it, she keeps the family and the company from falling apart. She can't afford to look weak.
Well, what do you think happened to
This is
Jessamine?
the question of the hour,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. My mind can get caught up in a real dark place. When things around me get bad.
What do you mean?
Whoa, that body language. Holy shit.
I've been up way too long.
Okay, so he's a serial killer.
How did you and Jesselyn meet?
I saw her one day and thought, this is the girl I'm gonna marry.
All right.
And then I threw a rock at her face.
Like, metaphorically?
No, I was just a kid. I had a very limited game book. She still has a little scar. You can see it when she smiles.
You can see it when she smiles.
I'll never live that down.
I imagine things improved from there?
We became best friends. Then we grew up and became what we are. Or were. Or...
So you and Jesselyn must have dated for quite some time.
Actually didn't start dating until a year ago.
Really?
We both dated other people, but nothing worked out. One day Clara had enough and sat us down and said, everyone knows you're gonna get married. Go to it already. Jess was mortified. I took her out to the coast since that always cheered her up. We talked through the night, and by the time the sun came up, it just stopped sounding so silly.
I mean, that's slightly romantic. Like, if it was anybody but him, I would find that sweet.
Do you know anything about Clara's past?
No. It's funny you ask.
Why's that?
I could tell Jess had something to tell me about Clara. She'd get so close and just stop dead.
So close.
She never told you anything?
I know Clara's mom died when she was young, and she ended up living with her cousin's family. But that's it.
Claire's... At some point, am I going to find a family tree? Like, I would really love that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Because I am not keeping all of these people straight. Chair stopped swinging. That's good. It means it's less haunted.
Hi there.
Is it true you have a questionable past? Ooh. Oh shit, I got tons of shit to talk about. All right. Well, let's just go through it. So this is what I'm saying though. There's like, I don't feel like, first of all, there's not an enormous amount of decision making here. I'm sort of choosing like what order I want to ask these things in, but my understanding is that I can and I should and I am going to ask all of these individual questions. So it doesn't really matter what order I ask them in. So that's not really a decision. And then there's not a lot of like role-playing value to that either because it's not a decision. There could be some like character building, like the way that I ask the questions could imply things about Nancy's character, but there's not really a lot of role-playing because I'm as a player, I am not making any decisions. I'm not playing that role in any way. I'm just sort of clicking on the things. So. A lot of the branching of the dialogue seems to be this style. When we actually see something where, you know, it's giving me a choice between two different ways to respond, that's sort of novel, and that's a meaningful moment in this game because it doesn't happen that often.
From what I understand, the Thornton family business is very successful.
Yep. We got money and all the trouble that buys.
Okay.
Do people really come here trying to meet Charlotte's ghost?
Around the time Charlotte's ghost was driving the family away, the stories started to spread. Little kids around here started playing this game to scare themselves silly. They'd turn off the lights and say, "Fire's so red, night's so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back," over and over again until they just about scare themselves to death. It was just a game, but that's when people started jumping the fence at night hoping to meet her, saying that same silly rhyme. Most would just come and go in peace, but the ones who found her, it messed them up real good. A couple even went into shock.
Wow.
Is it true that you have a questionable past?
You asking if I really went to jail? Yes, I advise against it.
Why?
It's not a fun place, and they don't let you leave.
No, I mean, why did you go to jail?
See, he's
what
so
you mean.
charming in a, like,
I took a tour of the seasons. My debt is paid.
charming
that's all.
to the audience kind of way.
Was it something that would make you a danger to someone like Jesselyn?
Get this straight, girl. I never hurt no one in my life. Now go. Go on, get.
But I don't, actually. I just ask more things.
I saw something I can't explain in the house.
That's why you couldn't get me in there for nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts, but
That don't stop you from feeling them. Would you believe my happiest memories live in that house? Christmases and long summer nights stargazing on the roof.
So how long has the house been abandoned? I don't have a great sense, and I think that this is one of the things the game is trying to do, right? It's trying to get me to build these models, but I kind of want it to just give them to me. I know that there are a lot of people in this family, but I don't have a really good sense of who they all are and how they're all related. And then I have a sense that, like, there is a long family history, and specifically a long history of this house, but I don't really get that timeline. Like, I don't understand it yet. So I think that those are both things that the game is giving me information gradually. It's gonna, like, build up, and I'm gonna eventually be able to sort of, like, I will model a better understanding of both of those things. But it seems like they're both, like, relatively simple things that I could just research, right? I could just, like, get a family tree, or get, like, a history of the house and be able to put, like, dates to some of these events. So right now I'm feeling a little bit frustrated by the fact that it's making me sort of play this game of remembering and figuring out and understanding how to associate all of the stray information that it's giving me about those two things. Not, like, super frustrated, just a little bit. Who runs the family company? I think it's Clara,
Who runs the family
right?
company?
Clara?
Yeah.
Do you think that's fair?
No.
Would you like to run the company?
Good, sweet nonsense, no. Do not even imply that I'm after that to anyone.
Why aren't you in the house?
I'm only on the island because Jesselyn's missing. Nothing's gonna get me in that house.
What's Clara's relationship to the rest of the family?
My cousin, Harper and Charlotte's cousin. She lived with the girls after her mama passed.
Harper and Charlotte's cousin. My cousin, Harper and Charlotte's cousin. So Charlotte had a sister or a brother and several cousins, of which Wade is one, I think.
Do you have a key to the crypts?
Sorry.
Does anyone actually live here?
No one lives out on the island, but just on the shore.
Were you close to Jesselyn?
Everyone was. Everyone is. She's the bright spot of happiness in this whole miserable family.
Can I listen
Guess I
to
should
more
ask
recordings?
this, even though I don't really
Sure.
care. It sounds a little bit like my cell phone.
I better get going.
Later.
Okay, so Rosalie, why don't these gravestones have dates on them? That seems weird, doesn't it? And Ruby Newton. Who is Ruby Newton? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Something May Newton, 1933.
Harper Stone.
Harper?
Indeed. She ran away shortly after Charlotte died. Long enough that we thought we'd lost her too. One day she walked in the front door looking wild and thin as a spring sapling. Never said where she was. Her granddaddy was so mad he left the stone to remind her of what she'd put them through.
So
She'd
she's
sit
still
out
alive.
there and read. Don't know if it was spite or if it made her feel at home. Knowing her, probably both.
Huh.
This blank one is my favorite.
Why is that?
Who doesn't want a celebrity in the family? Especially one that rubs all the wrong people the wrong way. The Gray Lady. In the Civil War, they say she was a spy, passing codes for the North. If you
Passing
look,
codes
you can
for the
find
North.
Some of her contraptions here. Her service gave the Thornton family
Like the
this
scythe
land.
that killed me the first time? The Gray Lady. So wait. I want to. Can I figure out which person that was? Spy for the North. Gosh, I wish I'd taken a picture of this book. I'm actually really glad that it has the
sounds like
subtitle,
it's coming from upstairs.
because I would not have recognized that as singing. Whoops. Okay. Loyal to the South, Harriet Tubman. Collected intelligence. Elizabeth Van Lew. Opposed slavery and the secession. Okay. No, never mind. Recruiter is an official spy. Elizabeth sent intelligence to Ulysses S. Grant, written in codes and invisible ink. Okay. And then Sarah Emma fought for the Union, but not as a spy. Well, no, I guess she was a spy. She was guises and whatnot. Franklin Thompson. Can I take pictures of these two pages? Yes. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Ciphers, invisible inks, secret compartments, and even the rumored self-destructor. We're definitely gonna be dealing with some invisible ink later in this game. Like, no doubt in my mind.
Yes?
Everyone else seems to be avoiding the house. Why are you in here?
You'll think I'm crazy.
Not after the day I've had.
Fair enough. I guess I want to be close to whatever it is that took Jessalyn.
I've heard about the ghost, but can you tell me anything about the real Charlotte?
It's a skeptic.
My cousin. But everyone thought we were sisters. She died here.
Oh!
Joined the old family, as they used
So
to say.
that was Charlotte.
When
Maybe
I
that's
was a little
Charlotte
girl,
in the,
my mama
in the
used to
picture.
say, after we Thorntons passed, we'd keep on living right here. Every night would be a beautiful ball with songs and cute boys to dance with. She wasn't trying to scare me to death,
Fuck,
but
that's
nonetheless,
terrifying.
I did not sleep well on story nights.
It does sound a little eerie.
That was back when Thornton Hall was pretty. Now, I don't even want to entertain the thought.
Did your mother say much else about the ghosts here?
Too much. If she thought there was a ghost about, she'd fall to pieces being so sad.
Sad? Most people are afraid of ghosts.
She had this weird belief that Thornton ghosts aren't around forever. They got a short time to make their peace.
Interesting.
If they don't, they get bitter, real mean and nasty, until they forget everything that made them human. And then They slip into the cracks of the world to live with the others.
The others?
The lost souls. From an accident that happened here years back.
Jesus Christ, I love this. This sounds like a fantastic, role-playing campaign setting. This is some really good lore. It's like very specific and unfamiliar. This isn't echoing a story that I know really well. It's like part of popular culture, unless I'm missing it. It's intriguing. Like, it's super evocative. I love this.
Mama called them hungry shadows.
Why?
I don't want to know. She said they were all tangled together, lost and scared and mean. My mama was a good woman, but dang if she didn't scare me half to death with a regularity.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs. So, you guys remember in Shadow at the Water's Edge, we would do like a tour every time we weren't sure what to do next, just to see if State had updated anywhere in the world. So there's an element of that with this game as well. It's probably common to Nancy Drew games, where there's things that get triggered that aren't necessarily obviously logically causal. So I don't know what triggered me to come into this house and have the eerie singing coming from upstairs. But like, I went outside and I talked to Wade for a while, and maybe one of the things that he told me about triggered that event. There's nothing logically that connects those two things, but something has happened upstairs. State has changed. The game has changed state somewhere upstairs. And it's calling my attention to that, because otherwise I would have no idea that anything had changed. Because I just talked to Wade. There was no obvious connection between that and anything being different anywhere. Now, I could be wrong. This could be misleading, but this is my understanding of what's happening as modeling the design of this game, is that progress through the game is not necessarily obviously connected, and so at times I'm gonna have to explore areas that I've already been to see what's going on, and the game is sort of cueing me towards where I should go, where I should look. So I'm gonna be looking for, like, is there anything different here? Oh no.
Make yourself blind. Call Charlotte home. I need to figure out what this means.
Even ghosts have their favorite haunts. Charlotte requests a meeting with you. Recite a rhyme. This wasn't here before, right? I mean, it's possible that it was, and I just didn't click on it. Charlotte requests a meeting with you. Recite a rhyme with dreadful meter, where dreadful meter is at its peak. Make yourself blind, don't dare peek. Call Charlotte home and hear her speak. She may just let you live. Well, I'm fucking taking that. Okay, so where dreadful meter is at its peak, clear reference in my mind to what Savannah told me about this EMF reader. I really want to save my game right here, but I don't need to, because it's Nancy Drew. Follow instructions. Find a way to find the tombstones that were uncovered in Clara's portrait. I don't know if I did. Find out what the smudge on Clara's portrait is hiding. I did that. I don't need a hint.
Check.
See if Addison remembers anything. I can call her. Find a way into the crypt. Charge Jesselyn's phone. Find Jesselyn. Explore the island. Am I going to need to build a battery in order to charge Jesselyn's phone? That would be awesome. Okay, scarier. Pretty goddamn scary. No, that's a little cross. I gotta go looking for that. This is the dude, Franklin Thornton. That's the portrait that I put back up. So that one's probably important. It's definitely scariest up by the end of the hall where I saw the ghost. No big surprise. Oh, this is pretty scary too, though.
That's almost off the charts. This must be the place.
All right, here we go. Scariness. I don't actually know what to do, though. Make yourself blind. Call Charlotte home and hear her speak. So I know the rhyme. Although I don't actually remember it myself. But I don't have a mechanism for making myself blind. Okay, I can put that away. Interesting. Can I measure the cotton? What about these oranges? I think that that's a scale, but maybe I'm wrong. Will this kill me? Yeah, it totally will. Oh, God, that's horrible. That's horrible. I can't do that again. Sorry, guys. Can I squeeze oranges into my eyes? I don't really want to put a turpentine-soaked napkin over my face. I don't know how to solve this. Yet. I probably will. And there's plenty of other stuff for me to do. Like call Addison. I should probably do that. But I think I'm gonna stop here. So that we have time to do a Q&A, because I'm curious to see what kinds of questions people have so far about this game. I am really enjoying this. I'm super intrigued. It's going really smooth so far. I haven't hit any hiccups. I love having the task list. Sure would have loved to have had that during Shadow at the Water's Edge. Yeah, I may get stuck at some point. Like, that doesn't seem inconceivable to me, but so far it's been very smooth. There's tons of stuff for me to do. I guess I'm in an exploration phase. I don't feel like I've really solved any puzzles, except I found, I guess, that picture. And I uncovered the, oh shit, I'm gonna do that. Sorry. I do want to... I want to see if I can figure out where the where Charlotte was in that picture. No, go away.
That's Charlotte.
Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back. That's a sad inscription.
It was a sad time. None of us wanted to see her leave. We didn't expect it to become what it's become.
Oh yeah, guys, start preparing questions. Sarah Emma Thornton, may she find her voice once more. 1842 to 1887. This could be Sarah Emma Emmons, if she changed her name.
Beauregard Thornton. Mean old codger.
Look at these boxes. What's up with these boxes? Okay, I think... Oh god, that music is so creepy. I think it's over here.
Roger and Marie, side by side from the day they married to the day they died. Both real sweet. Charlotte and Harper's parents. May they rest in peace.
Charlotte and Harper's parents were Mariana Karenina. Look at how cracked this is. Huh. I wonder if that's significant. And Dodger. Okay, so not only was there a whole book about these two people, but they were given nicknames. And that's super significant because nicknames are like mnemonic, right? We remember things by building narrative around them, and so when I see like Dodger and Mariana, I remember the whole story about how they met and how they fell in love and blah blah blah. But I still actually might not remember what their names are because names are hard. So I would see these two graves and I would not necessarily associate Roger and Mariana with the story that I read, except that they were given nicknames, Dodger and Mariana Karenina, and those help me connect the name on the gravestone, because I'm being like overwhelmed by names. There's names all over the place. The name on the gravestone, Roger Dodger and Mariana Karenina, with the story that I read. And so now I associate these two people. First of all, they're Charlotte's parents, which is obviously important. I'm going to want to remember them. And also, like, I have a narrative in my mind by which I can help remember them. So, oh yeah, I guess it was Dodge, not Dodger. Whatever. Okay. Good enough for me. Next time I will call people on my cell phone. And that's what I'll do. I'm going to take a 2-minute break and then we'll do some Q&A. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. And the mods will collect them for me. Thank you very much. And I'll just answer whatever we've got. For those of you who aren't sticking around, this is my planned new time for play-by-play for this semester at least. We're doing game nights for freshmen or for undergrads on Thursdays this semester, and so I'll be doing play-by-plays on Wednesdays, probably consistently at 8 o'clock. So plan on that, but follow me on Twitter if you want updates on that kind of thing, and secret bonus play-by-play episodes which happen every once in a while. Okay, I'll see you all in a minute for Q&A.